Evening, everyone. Welcome to Late Nights with Tick. This is the Sunday show. How is it going? Well, today we have a very special show. This is going to be with my very first guest, the lovely Lapis Lauri. How are you doing?
Doing very well. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, it's my pleasure. Absolutely. Wow. Okay, so there's been a slight delay in these shows, mostly because I was a dead person for a little while, which isn't really conducive to recording very much.
I'm glad to see you're alive. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I came back from the dead just for you.
Oh, great. So you're like a zombie. Wait, where's my sword?
You're creative, you can get one. Anyway.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go then. That's it. I'll just
In
move
case the
over
apocalypse comes.
this way.
I'm gonna scoot away
Just
from the
in
sword. Okay,
case.
I'll put it away. I'll put it away.
Ah,
Yeah, I
yes,
think you're
okay.
in striking range too. You 3 blocks
Probably.
away.
I'm
Yeah.
sure PvP's fun. Alright, so let's jump right into the show and get into the actual meat of what was meant to be happening. Um, what's happened in the last week? Well, I'm going to extend it to 2 weeks because obviously we didn't get another show of this out the week before. And other than the fact that I've been mostly just waiting around trying to get well and working, I've done very little recording. But there were a couple of good things that happened. Firstly, I did a live stream for the charity show, which was set up by Alphonia, which was for the Philippines Typhoon Fund, which was great fun. I got to do 2 5-hour streaming sessions, which is a lot more
Wow.
than I anticipated, and when you do them, you don't really realize just how long 5 hours actually is. The
That seems like it would take a long time to just sit there and play, but it's for a good cause.
Yeah, exactly. It was great, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. It really gave me a taste for live streaming. But it's like the first 3 hours really fly by, and then the next two, you're like, "Am I being entertaining? Is this be? Can I keep this up for another 2 hours?" So then the time sort of stretches out as you worry more and more about whether people are actually interested in what you're doing. So I've got to figure out a way to
I,
be entertaining for like long periods of time.
yeah. I think as long as you're having a conversation and enjoying what you're doing, usually people will
Mm.
tune in and see what you're up to.
Yeah, actually, I learned quite a lot about Irish history on my second stream.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Somebody
Okay,
else in the
so
channel.
who taught you about Irish history?
Uh, there was another person sitting in the stream, just one of the viewers, Wispnade, I think was
Okay.
his name.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
And,
he was just talking about. He started off with a pop quiz on what I could possibly know about Ireland.
oh, wow. Yeah, that would be pretty limited for me, other than I know they have counties and there's leprechauns there. That's my whole
Yes,
thought process. Yes, yes.
Shamrocks.
Shamrocks and shillelaghs.
Exactly.
Shillelaghs.
Yeah, there we go. You know more than I do.
So I know more than I thought about Ireland. Everyone from Ireland now thinks I'm ridiculous, and that's okay.
That's all right. They're not your main viewers. They're Irish. They can only barely work how to use a computer.
Oh, burn. How will Alban actors feel about that?
Oh, he'll make me pay for it later, I'm sure.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
Yeah, lava all over my nice builds.
Oh no. No. Don't do it, Albie. Don't do it.
So, really, aside from that, I haven't actually done very much. I've only released a couple of videos. Uh, we missed out on some Dead Space and Ruins of the Minecrackers this week because Elb and I had run out. Well, we'd run out of content on the Dead Space 3, and we were meant to record some, but obviously with me being ill, it didn't really work out, and I failed to upload a Ruins of the Minecracker, so I got to do two for Tuesday. So
Mhm.
yeah, very boring weeks for you guys, and very boring and unhappy for me. How's your week been, Lapis?
It's been pretty good. With the holiday, here in the United States, there's always a lot of prep
Oh
work you
yeah.
have to do for feeding the masses, which pretty much just consisted of my family. So that
Oh yeah.
that was the thing is just preparing for the big meal and then feeding everyone. And of course, me being the mom, I get to cook and do all that. Um,
All that wonderful, joyous
all
stuff.
that. Yeah,
Um,
it's for me, it's no more than really just a big meal because I tend to cook a lot from scratch anyway. But
all right.
it's nice to spend time with family. So that's pretty much what I've done. And I had a couple days off from work this Thursday and Friday, which was nice.
Oh, good, good.
Just just to be at home and enjoy the family, which is kind of a luxury nowadays.
Hmm. Did you take part in Black Friday celebrations?
I avoid Black Friday like the plague. I stayed home the entire day on Friday. In fact, I spent a lot of time on the Hypercraft server.
Ah,
Look, you
good
have an
move.
audience. You have an audience participant. Did you see that? We have
Yeah,
a
I'm I'm gonna get rid of him if I
should
can.
I go take care of it?
No, no, it's fine.
I'm ready.
I think he's coming your way, but that's okay. If he joins in, we'll have to get a bouncer or something.
Security. We'll have a security force. Okay.
Security to take him away. All right. So
Right.
I mean, I take it you're left with all the turkey leftovers now. You can feed your family for another
Um,
week.
Actually, I have what I refer to as tweens, and the turkey was gone in 2.5 days. So we have to go to the market today in order to feed them for the rest of the week.
Oh right.
They
Wow.
picked the turkey clean. It's gone. So it doesn't last
Ah,
at my house,
that
sadly.
sounds pretty much like my household, or wherever I eat at my parents'. Nothing lasts there.
Yeah. Well, it goes quick. It goes quick.
Yeah, mostly because I could eat an entire horse by myself.
Oh, that's a lot of meat.
I like meat. What can I say?
Okay. Yeah, most men do grilled, fried, barbecued,
However it comes.
all the food groups, all the food groups.
All right. Wow. So we've had our interesting weeks.
Hmm.
It's pretty interesting for you because obviously it's a big holiday in the US and everything sort of leads up to this point, and then you sort of slope off down towards Christmas.
Yeah, counting down here, it's like 25 days, I think now. It's the 1st of December today.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure my kids will remind me every day
Oh yeah.
how close we are to Christmas.
And then you remind them how cancelled Christmas is.
That's right. Christmas was canceled. Taxes were very strict this year.
Yeah. Well, that leads us very well into what's going to be happening over the next week then.
Sure.
Um, because, well, for me, I've obviously got to get back into the swing of things. Um, Try to get more Minecraft stuff videos coming out because I've been horribly lax on that, and I feel I haven't really been living up to my obligations. Well, that's a terrible word for it. It's not really an obligation
Obligation.
yeah, it's not
Oh,
an obligation to
no,
make videos, is it?
it's
But
entertainment for me.
yeah, yeah. So I've got to produce all that. We've obviously got Runes of the Minecrackers coming out, and Alba and I have taken some time out to record a whole bunch of Dead Space 3, so we got that coming again. I don't really have anything special planned for this week, but you never know. Some things might crop up. How about yourself? You got anything coming up?
Um, Mostly it's going to be just working on the hypercraft since I've only been on for a few weeks. So it's just a matter of getting basic supplies and kind of just expanding my base. I think I'm going to plan for my new build next week is what my agenda is going to be for that.
Oh yeah.
And maybe get in some mini games.
Oh
That's
yeah.
probably be about it for me.
You're getting quite famous for the mini games in our little group.
Yeah, I enjoy them, and I host usually on Sundays. I don't think I will today because it's been holiday weekend.
Mhm.
Um, but just about every weekend, I'll get a group together to do something. It's either been capture the flag or the building game or something along those lines. There's quite a few people that want to play capture the flag, which is nice because it's a new map.
Yeah,
And I hope.
I mean, I had a lot of fun when we did the release one.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty
yeah.
awesome.
And it's quick and entertaining, and you can go get your aggressions out by slaughtering your fellow server mates.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to release any more maps. Should probably speak to him about it.
Well, I know he's done an update for that one. There was some glitching on the armor part. It was like an automatic armor where
Yeah, I
you
remember.
when
Yeah.
first push it. He's fixed that, and then they do
Oh,
have a
good.
Hunger Games map that they do, but it has to be on a specialized server that has the plugins for it. I'm not sure of the details because I'm
Right,
not
right.
a Redstone person. I'm not a programmer.
Yeah, yeah.
If I could plug it in vanilla and run it, yay, that works for me.
All right. Like Seth Bling's games generally.
Yeah, that's a thought too. He's come out with what is that, the Pizza Spleef, which would be good.
Yeah, Pizza Spleef,
I-
yeah.
And then the Jaren is a guy. He's got a what is it? The power level power. I don't know what it's called.
I haven't seen
Platform power. Platform power is another little mini game which I think I might try to look into. And I
that.
know
All right.
everybody a few people have been playing that. So those are the mini
Okay.
games that I might be doing next week. We'll see.
So we can look forward to that. All right. So, I mean, this is the part of the show where we talk about the other things that we've been playing and watching. So we'll go straight into what we've been watching, because that's pretty much what we typically do.
All right.
And you took part recently in a UHC, didn't you?
I am part of that group. I was unable to play the first season because family obligations for the particular day. But I will hint that there's another one forthcoming, and I have full plans to attend the second season.
Because that's introduced me to a bunch of new YouTubers for me personally.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And two, because I try to limit it to two, that I've been watching mostly over the last 2 weeks or so. I can't remember when the first of those videos came out now. Is Graph or Graphoniac.
Yes.
And Cherry P Gamer.
Oh, Cherry P Gamer. Yeah. Yeah.
I love their videos. They're awesome. And
I've been watching quite a few of them too.
Yeah, I generally actually enjoy female YouTubers more. I'm not entirely sure why it is. I mean, a lot of their videos are a lot, sort of happier, and there's a little bit more laughter in them, I guess.
Oh, yeah, entertainment value. It just depends on what you're looking for when you're watching a video, I guess.
Yeah, because a lot of male YouTubers generally try to go for the sort of semi-serious way of doing things. I mean, even if you watch some of like the Mindcrackers, so like B-Dubs and Good, and they generally have like they've got a mission plan, and they have a certain level of seriousness in their video that they sort of stick to. And I don't find that happens quite as much in more female YouTubers. They may have a plan, and they have a goal, but they're not going to stop something fun happening so that they can complete that goal in that video or hit a certain milestone. It trends that way more, as far as I can tell.
Well, they kind of just go with the flow of the whole thing. I think they're in it more for the game, the enjoyment of it. Well, in my experience, that's true, because I just really enjoy the game of Minecraft and what you can do.
Yeah,
with it, and I know a lot of the other female players that I know are the same.
Yeah, and that's generally the sense that I get out of it. So, I'm quite enjoying this new group of women that I've been able to watch, which has been quite good.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. I know the whole group has been very excited and been very well received with the all-female UHC. And I know they've recently adopted a new name called Godiva Gaming.
Godiva Gaming.
Yeah. And so you'll probably see some branding along those lines for this next season come up. And ongoing events. I know. Ongoing events from them. And maybe not just UHC, but other events too, like mini games and things like that, where there's it's all female gamers. I'm pretty proud to be a part of it.
That's pretty awesome. So have you been watching anybody newer or picked up any other channels yourself?
Somebody I've been watching quite a bit of has been Grungy Onkfire. and he's a fairly
Okay.
new. He played a mini game with me, the Capture the Flag, recently. Was the first time I've played with him, but just made a connection with him on Twitter, which I seem to meet a lot of people on Twitter.
Yeah, it's pretty good for
And
that.
yeah, and just invited him to come play so that he could join with us and play. And I've been watching a lot of his videos. He's a game developer himself, but I don't think it's along the lines of Minecraft. It's a different kind of game.
All
Um,
right. Okay.
yeah, but he also plays on a server called Cube Collective, and he's got a single play, a let's play, and then he does other indie games too that he does reviews of and plays along for series. So I've been watching a lot of
Ah.
his things.
All right.
Um,
Okay. That sounds pretty good. We'll have to
yeah,
we'll have to get a link to that down in the description.
that would be
See if
great.
see if we can get his channel icon as well. All
Hmm.
right. That's pretty awesome. I like finding new YouTubers. It's one of my favorite things. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube.
I tend to watch a lot on the weekdays during the
Hmm.
day. I can have them kind of playing in the background as like a background music for myself. So that's
Yeah.
when I get to catch up on everything.
Yeah. I generally set up a playlist for myself in the morning, and then just run through it whilst I'm at work.
Hmm. That's kind of the
So
same for me.
yeah, I get. Well, I generally get through around 8 hours of YouTube in a day, easily.
Wow, that's a lot of YouTube. You're
Yeah.
dedicated.
Well, if you want to be good at something, you have to immerse yourself in it.
You do. I agree, and I watch as much as I'm able to. But it's hard sometimes, I'm working and all that
Oh yeah.
with
Well,
family.
yeah. I
So,
mean, we got the job. You got life outside of YouTube as well.
hmm
So it can, and you've obviously got to record yourself. And I found that the more I record, the less I was watching.
this is true. This is a fact because there's got to be a balance somewhere. It takes time to produce
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
to
Exactly.
make good episodes. So it's a balance. It's something you have to just consider.
Yeah, I get away with it by skipping the good part and just making episodes. And that bouncer has jumped in. Do you want to take care of him?
I can take care of him.
Let's just get rid of this guy. Come on my
Nice work.
show. Be assaulted by zombies.
He wasn't too aggressive. He wasn't terribly aggressive.
No, he was just wandering around. Definitely need to get a bouncer in here or something. So, I mean, do you play any other games besides Minecraft or anything else?
But mostly it's Minecraft based. That's what I'm really interested in. I've played a little bit of other games. I first started out. It's been several years ago. I played. Let me think. It's Myst. Myst was one of the first PC games I played. It was
Oh
like a
yeah,
puzzle game. I
yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoyed that. And then
There are a
a lot of role
bunch of
play
sequels to
games
that.
like yeah, and I've played role play games like Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. But here recently, it's been strictly Minecraft. I did download Surgeon Simulator and played that a couple times just for humor, because I found it so hilarious to like operate on somebody with a hammer and a spoon. I thought that
Oh,
was great.
you you really need to record stuff of that.
I
That's
could
always
and
amazing to watch.
I might throw out a random scary episode of Surgeon Simulator in the coming weeks. You just never know.
Christmas special.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna run with it. You've given me an idea. Give me the idea. It's
All right.
Christmas surgery,
Yeah, brilliant.
just in time for Festivus.
Yeah, well, if you get the little bone chunks small enough, they look like snowflakes. It's
Yeah,
festive.
confetti, confetti.
Well,
I wonder if we
lots
could
of
get
white
tinsel
bread.
in the game. That would be best.
That would be amazing. Well, the developer
Yes.
likes to update it, so you never know. You might do.
Well, maybe we should make a recommendation.
We should definitely try that. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I mean, as for myself, the Steam sale just happened or started.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, and at the same, well, Black Friday weekend, all the sales are on, like constantly. So, you've probably got another 12 hours or so, or 24 hours to get into the Steam sale. And so I picked up Dishonored and all the Skyrim DLC. So I've been busy
Oh, cool.
playing through all that.
Very
Can't
nice.
help
So have
myself.
you slept at all?
Uh, very little.
I bet.
I
So
only
once you
sleep
get
a few hours anyway, so I'm one of
once you
those
get the new
people.
games, you have to you're compelled to play them. You can't just leave them sit until you have time. It's like, I
No,
must play them right now.
that's right. I prefer to zombie myself knowing I've had a good experience beforehand.
It's so worth the dark eyes and the sunken cheeks.
Yep, low productivity, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. Dishonored, I'm actually thinking about live streaming it because there's like a whole bunch of options and it's a bit more of an interesting game. It's got the whole pathways thing, so you can choose how you approach an objective, either by killing
Oh, so
everybody
it's
or
like
not.
A or B choices, and then you can act upon it from there. I'm not familiar with the game myself.
Well, okay, it's a first-person stealth game essentially,
Okay. All right.
but you're not punished for not going stealth. You can go through and treat it like a first-person shooter and go and kill everybody if you feel like it. But there's
Nice.
always multiple ways to accomplish one task. So that's always nice. And
Very good.
obviously Skyrim, everybody knows Skyrim as the all-consuming game. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even before the DLC, I've already logged in like 170 odd hours into it.
Oh, wow. That's dedication, sir.
Wow, it's nothing compared to what I've put into Minecraft.
Oh, I know.
Minecraft is thousands of hours.
I don't
Jeez.
even know how many hours I've put into Minecraft, and I don't want to know
No, it'd probably
because then
be
I'd have to
very
go
sobering.
I'd have to go to a 12-step program for Minecraft had I actually logged my usage. I'm going to look away from
Oh
that. Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, probably a good idea. All right. So now we're into the final bit of the show, and here is where we're going to talk. We talk about stuff that's upcoming. That's not necessarily about the channel itself,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but this time actually it is. I'm personally rapidly approaching 100 subs. So
Yay!
I know this is a big milestone for me, and everybody tells me, oh yeah, the first 100 is the hardest, and then you know, if you keep producing like that, it goes a little bit faster or whatever. So, and everybody I've ever talked to has said, you know, you got to really work and get that first 100. So this first 100 is a massive thing for me, and I
Oh, you
didn't
should
realize how important it was.
totally celebrate. Yeah, totally celebrate that. I would if I were you.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to do the first 100 for sure. But I'm not going to follow
Yay!
the Hypermind tradition and do a cooking show.
Oh, he likes Slipgator and make a man meal. Yeah, don't do that.
Yep. But I think pretty much all of them now have done some form of cooking thing for a celebration.
I did. I was not aware of that. I'm going to have to go back and look. I just know Slip did
Slip,
for one of
Zildjian,
his.
and Ruby for sure have all done it.
Oh, wow. All right.
It's one of the things I
Yeah.
noticed, like, because
Well, I could totally do a cooking show. Maybe.
yeah,
I don't know.
and it'd probably be better
I'll
than
cook
all of theirs, for sure.
mine would be gourmet cooking. It wouldn't be man meal. It would be how to make gourmet things like creme brulee or something like that.
That would be amazing. Yes,
And delicious.
exactly. Looks good, tastes good.
Mm,
All the important bits.
yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. So obviously we've got possible hundreds of special coming up soon. So subscribe if you're watching and you're not subscribed. You should be, because otherwise it's just horribly disrespectful.
Definitely check out Late Night Tick. Everyone who's viewing for me, go to Tick's place and subscribe. He's lots of
Yes,
fun to watch.
I try when I'm actually producing videos. Other than that, obviously we have Christmas coming up, so there were a couple of Christmas things that people invited me to, but I've got a bunch of my own stuff going on, so I thought probably best not to jump into somebody else's thing, because I probably couldn't keep it up. Have you got anything else that's coming up that's not necessarily a video in the short term, or how's
Yeah,
your life looking?
I'm thinking for the next month, I'm probably just going to focus on Hypercraft. I have some existing series from the Once Lost that I might continue to play on occasionally. And just there's the new group, the ladies gaming group, the Godiva Gaming, that I'm probably going to be a part of in the next few weeks. But
Nice.
that's closer to the holidays, so we'll see when that's going to release. We're not sure exactly, because that's a coordinated effort. It's a big effort to get everybody together for such a large group.
Yeah. Are they going to have a channel?
I don't know if they'll have one specifically for that. That's a good thought. I'm going to make a note about that, and then ask, and see. I'll present it to the group and see what they think about a channel just for the gaming group. But I know that's going to
be like
be
announcements and stuff like that, because it's easier to.
Oh
It's
yeah.
easier to keep track that way.
That might be a good idea.
All right.
But that's pretty much all I've got cooking for me.
Okay. Wow. So exciting things coming up shortly then.
Mm-hmm.
Quite looking forward to this Godiva stuff. That'd be interesting.
Oh, I know. I'm thrilled to be a
Alright.
part of it, and I can't wait to see what they produce.
Yeah. So I think that covers it. Which is we actually even made pretty good time. It's almost like a normal talk show.
Yay!
So, thanks for watching, everybody. You've been a fantastic audience as ever, and Laurie, you've been a fantastic guest. Thank you very much for showing.
Thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure.
Been my pleasure as well. And we will see you guys next time. Adios.
Bye.